What's good? We back. Motor City Sports Talk. It's your boy CJ Goodfella. Appreciate everybody for rocking out with us from the day one guys to the guys that came up to now, through the NFL draft spotlight, through the season where we had to kind of cut the season review short because somebody was reporting their page, the ups and downs. And also, we got the Twitter and Instagram page coming really, really soon. So I appreciate everybody for subscribing, share, tell a friend, continue to subscribe and hit the bell icon. When you get ready for us to upload, it lets you know right then and there when we upload. And don't forget us to follow us on our current platform other than YouTube. Is on Facebook at as it's spelled here, Motor City Sports Talk. And we trying to do big things. And we're gonna continue to carry out the Detroit sports year. No matter how thick, how thin, how good and bad it may be. But we talking about please don't draft with the number 20 pick tonight. Who. And before I get into that, we're going to be doing updates on Facebook tonight. So make sure you go like us on Facebook, Motor City Sports Talk. A lot of updates, a lot of draft reactions. And we're going to come back after the pick is made tonight. We're going to do our thug thizzle, you feel me? But, for me, don't pick with the number 20 pick. Is not a particular player, but I will get into the particular players to let you guys know. I've been doing work on my other page, talking about the draft a little bit. I don't like a lot of the top quarterbacks, I don't like Baker Mayfield. I don't like the lineage of Oklahoma quarterbacks going to the NFL. I don't like that he's short. I don't like that he couldn't beat out one of the backup quarterback for somebody. He went to Cal. Eventually, he couldn't beat out Josh Mahomes at Texas Tech. He got to Oklahoma. I know he was a walk-on, and I don't like the fact that he played at Oklahoma where they don't play no defense in the Big 12. And he pretty much struggled versus Georgia this year. Now I know people say, oh, he did good versus Ohio State. Ohio State was down this year. Didn't Iowa put up like 50, 60 points on them? So at the end of the day, I just don't like the guy's NFL prospect, but I know he's accurate and he has skill and also has a lot of off the field issues. And I hear the Browns may pick him number one. Sam Darnold, I just think he's an absolute bum. I'm not impressed with him. Even at USC, everything had to be right in his second year for him to produce. And they made excuses. Oh, this is why he fumbled. This is why he threw picks. He didn't have nobody around him. Not trying to hear no excuses. Don't like what he bringing because in the NFL, especially if you go to the Browns, he ain't gonna have shit around him for real. In general, but Duke Johnson, Jarvis Landry, and Josh Gordon get his mind right. Who else? Josh Allen, he just had the racist tweets. And I know you do a lot of things when you're young and you're dumb. And I just don't like the fact that about the tweets, but I don't like the fact that they wait to the NFL draft to pick it up, to drop the bomb and try to hurt that young man's status. But at the end of the day, I don't like what he said, and it's going to be something that he got to answer in the locker room. But other than that, never completing 60% of his passes at Wyoming, where they play a lot of cupcakes as well, too. They play some tough competition, but never completing 60% of his passes. I don't like that. That's not showing a lot of accuracy. That's not showing nothing. I just don't like that. And at the end of the day, he's a big, physical, strong kid. I think he's my second to succeed next to Josh Rosen. I like Josh Rosen the most of the bunch. I think he got it, I just think he got it if it comes down to it. Very, very smart. And, they mad because he asks where, why, how. He wants to know why shit worked the way it does. And he's very intelligent. And he's not like-minded. He thinks outside the box, and that's why they don't like him. But I think he's the best quarterback of the rest. And Lamar Jackson, I really don't have a beat on the kid. But for the Lions, for me, no offensive guard, no offensive tackle in the first round, the number 20 pick. I know a lot of people got in this comment section. I said earlier he picked all offensive linemen in the first 2 or 3 picks. Like, what the fuck is you doing that for? Y'all, people is crying, oh, this is the reason Abdullah and Theoretic can't run. No, it's not the reason. It's coaching, and it was injuries last year. TJ Lane came from Green Bay injured. Obviously, Greg Robinson threw the camaraderie off with his sucky ass last year. Excuse my language. I've been a little bit belligerent more than usual on this channel today, but it's getting real. And obviously, Travis Swanson sucks. So, Graham Glasgow is a good offensive lineman. I think TJ Lying is a good offensive lineman. I think Taylor Decker is going to be elite offensive tackle once he get back to what he was a rookie year and get healthy with the shoulder. And I think Rick Wagner get it together as well. I think he just got wore down with TJ Lang just sucking. And, it just was Greg Robinson sucking because TJ was injured. And it just had an effect. When Taylor Decker, sat down a little bit, they got a little bit better. But Travis Swanson was holding that line back as far as Greg Robinson and injuries. I think coaching, health, and a run game coordinator is going to help the offensive line. That's why I'm not about to invest a lot of picks into the offensive line. You got a lot of money invested over there in the offense in general. You need to run it. You need to run it back. At the end of the day, they can make something out of nothing. Abdullah is always trying to look to bounce it. It runs a 4.67. Theoretic runs a 4.7. I mean, at the end of the day, they're not fast enough with their size, and they don't have enough athletic ability. LeGarrette Blount, I'm not hanging my hat on him, especially what happened in Pittsburgh and other stops other than New England and Philadelphia, where he really was non-existent and lost interest. I like I said in my mock draft, I like to pick 2 running backs. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel. I need a whole new running back crew. I don't trust Abdullah and Tion Green is solid. I like to bring him back, but I don't trust the other running back, Zach Zen. I don't trust him as well. But basically, for me, it's the offensive line, offensive tackle. It's the two. The offensive line, I'm not touching that in the first round. You touched it with Laken Tomlinson. You touched it with Taylor Decker the other year. You touched it with Riley Reeves not too long after that. It just, at that number 20 pick and down that low, it just seemed never to work out other than Taylor Decker. So I'm not touching that. You feel me? But I'm not touching the tight end. Hell no. Even one of those receivers, I'm not touching it in the first round. Other than that, the Rashad Evans guy, that's his name from Alabama. I like him as a linebacker. I like Deron Payne. I like some of them other guys as well. And one thing as well, I wouldn't touch Trevor Bryan as well because he's more of a run stopper. You need more of a 3 technique that can get up the field. And if you think Maurice Hurst health check out, or you can get him in the second round in day 2, I like him more. They need a guy that can get up the field and pass rush like Ndamukong Suh did. They got the run stoppers. Now they need the guys that can get up the field. But Deron Payne could do a little bit of both. Marcus Davenport is another guy that's on the fringe. I just think it's a lot of fundamental and failed technique for him, coming from University of Texas San Antonio. But I think the Lions have historically coached up defensive linemen well. They grew him really young from the 6th round. And he got some sacks for the Lions and did good for the Bears at one point. So, those are just the main positions I want to take. Offensive lineman, tight end in the first round, punter, kicker, the usual thing. But make sure you follow us on Facebook today, Motor City Sports Talk. We're going to do some reactions on there. And when the pick is in, we'll react immediately. Thanks for following and subscribing. We gone.